This video is my review and my opinion about Ment Funding. It is a prop firm based in the US, as far as I know, and this is actually my favorite prop firm, mostly for Forex and trading indices. You can trade gold with it also, and yes, you can actually trade some crypto with it, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I think 2 or 3 others, but it's not really focused on crypto. But if you don't need to trade crypto with this, besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is great for, like I said, Forex indices and gold. And this has been around, you can see here, since 2021. They have a good reputation. So let me walk you through this. Mentfunding.com, the link below this video, in the description or below this video, is my referral link. If you want to use that when you sign up for accounts, I appreciate that. And it might give you some discounts also. But that besides the point, you can see here why I like them so much. Number one, there's no funny business. Okay, so there's no time limits. It's one-step funding, which I way prefer because you get these 2-step evaluations and it's just very tedious. You have to pass an account, then you reset, then you have to pass again before you get funded. So basically you're like 3 times in before you can actually get a payout. And in one step, it's just much nicer. And the thing I really like about this is they have a straightforward, straight up, if you can afford it, $1 million in funded capital if you pass the evaluation. Okay, so one step at a time. We can go through all the Trustpilot reviews in a second. 2021, so multiple years track record. There's no real bad reviews about this that I can find online. And obviously you can find the occasional customer that has a bad experience, but more often than not, that's just up to the person itself. I've personally used Ment, I've gotten funded, gotten payouts. I feel like they are really, there's no funny business. Their support always answers questions, technical questions, account related questions. It's always great. Okay, so where that's concerned, I have no issues. Account scaling up to 5 million. So you can get an account of maximum up to $1 million in funded capital. But if you follow their rules and their scale up plan, you can scale that up to $5 million in funded capital, which is really, really interesting. I mean, imagine you have $5 million in funded capital. Even 1% on that a month is $50,000. I mean, if you're making that, wow, you got everything covered consistently. 1% a month is not hard, and that's literally one trade. So clear rules, no hidden details. I really like this about Ment. A lot of prop firms have all these like sneaky rules that are basically just designed to get you to breach the account, right? Like a lot of these prop firms will have accounts like you can't trade on news, you can't like high volatility events, you can't have certain drawdowns, or like all this kind of like annoying stuff. No, with Ment, it's very clear, and you can trade how you want. There's no consistency rule. You can maximize the margin, right? If you want to go all in on one single trade and pass it in a single day, you can. If you want to trade super small and take 3 months to pass the account, you can. Okay, so no minimum or maximum trading days. I really, really like this. The evaluation process, it's simple and easy. It's a one-step evaluation, meaning you buy the evaluation, you have to hit a 10% profit target. When you hit that, without hitting the drawdowns or without breaching the drawdown rules, which is 6% maximum and 5% in a day, then you pass, right? So you choose your account size, you meet your trading objectives, and you receive your live account, usually within 24 to 48 hours after passing the evaluation. It's really that simple. You can see they're funding up to $1 million and scaling up to 5 mil. No minimum trading days, no maximum trading days. Pass same day or take your time. Now, this is something relatively new in 2025, where they've got 2 separate options between Forex and futures. Personally, for me, I'm not super interested in the futures. I just want to focus on the Forex. And as you can see, this goes all the way up to $1 million right now, which starts at $8,600. You're going to want to do some add-ons like the 90% profit share instead of the standard 75%. So usually it's just about over $10,000, $10,500 at this point in time. But Ment Funding typically offers promo codes from time to time, which gets you anywhere between 5 and 15% off. So that obviously makes a difference if you keep an eye out for those. And obviously if you use my link I will pass on any discounts that I get to you as much as possible. So, no maximum trading days. Maximum daily loss is 5%, right? On a million account, that's 50,000. Max loss is 6%. Trade with 1 to 20 leverage on forex pairs, 1 to 10 on indices, and that is basically it. So you can go through this website yourself. I'm not going to go through everything and compare this because that's obviously just reading the website. There are tons and tons of payouts here. Okay, this is legit. Like I said, I've personally also received payouts. Yeah, this is just good. They have a community here, and Ment is just, besides a prop firm, they're also education. They're on Instagram. They're teaching people. They've got a huge community. I'll get to that in a second. So you can go through all of this. It's all very simple, and basically everything is answered here. If you have any questions, I'm not going to go through all of that. Okay, this is really, really good. So let's get to the good stuff. Number one, Ment FX. So this is the education part of Ment Funding, and you can see on Instagram they have over 44,000 followers. This is the person behind Ment Funding and Ment FX. I think his name is Anton Kam. Very nice guy. I think he's based in New York, and he's constantly educating traders. He trades himself. He shares a lot of things about trading. So that's just the Instagram for Ment FX. And then Ment Funding, so the actual funding prop firm, have their own page also. You can see they have 11,000 followers at this point in time. And this is basically where they'll share things like, for example, here, they have 12% off, and they'll regularly update this. So, on an evaluation of $10,000, right, for the $1 million funded account, well, that saves you $1,200, and that's quite a chunk of change. So it's worth looking out for these discount codes or these promo codes when doing an evaluation. But anyway, that's just to show you. You can see they have literally 400 posts here, and lots of education. So Ment FX, this is their paid funding education. I think it's like $100 a month or something, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if we click join now. Launch pass, yeah, $100 a month. So it's basically like a private Discord with streams and educations. So it goes beyond just the prop firm, and this is why I'm such a fan of this. You can see it's a real trader. There's real education behind it, a real community. This is not just some shady thing. And in my opinion, it's really the best prop firm that there is for trading, and that's why I'm more than happy to make this review. You can also see, if you go to mentfunding.com on Trustpilot, they have 196 reviews, and as you can see, most of them here are 5-star reviews. Now, you will always get some people that leave a 1-star review, often, more often than not, especially when it's a ratio like this. It's because those people are just problem customers. You're always going to get that, right? So you can go and read through all these reviews yourself. Personally, I think it's fantastic. You can't find any bad reviews. I think that's also a really good sign. So what I really like about Ment Funding is you have this wide range, basically, of funded capital available, which basically meets everyone's kind of criteria. Right? So if you're new and you're just starting out and you want to test the waters, you go for a $25,000 funded account. If you feel you're ready, you've put in the work, you've gone through the intelligent trading course, you've done your paper trades, journaled, everything checks out, and you're ready for your first funded challenge, you're not going to go and spend $10,000 on the first challenge that you do. You want to understand the process, right? So you can take a $25,000 funded account. You can see it's only $250 at this point in time. If you use a discount code, it might even be a little bit less. And that allows you to test the waters. It allows you to prove to yourself, can you pass a funded challenge? Because the challenge is exactly the same, whether it's 25,000 or a million. It's the exact same thing. You have to hit 10%. So all the trading, the risk management, it's all the same. It's just different unit size. That's it. The trade is the same. The charts are the same. The risk management is the same. And you just have to prove you can hit 10% without drawing down more than 6%. That's it. So I would recommend you start with something small. If it's your first time, start with the 25K, prove that you can do it. And then if you can go to the 50,000 and then the 100,000. Or if you really start to feel comfortable and you can hit the 100,000 and you have the budget and you have the risk capital available, then you can go for 400,000. And when you get that, use the 400,000 or the 200,000, use it, prove to yourself you can get funded, prove to yourself that you can make profit with the live account once you pass the evaluation, and then withdraw that and use those funds to go for a bigger evaluation until you eventually work your way up to having $1 million in funded capital. Now, what you can also do is you don't need to go for the million straight away. If you go for 100,000, you can add another 200,000, and then you can add another 400,000. So you can have multiple accounts with them, or you can merge that. Let's say you get 100, 200, and 400. Maybe they allow you to trade all three separately. That's fine. Sometimes they allow you to do that. But otherwise, maybe they merge it into a 700,000 account, right? So there's different ways to do this. And just overall, in my experience, and everyone else's experience that I can see online, everything is just high quality. And I think, in my opinion, this is my favorite prop firm. And until anything else changes, this is the one that I would recommend to other people. No funny business. Everything works as advertised. And it's just a great place to start, especially if you are looking to get access to more capital without risking your own. Even if you have that capital, but you can mitigate your own risk, right? If you have $400,000 lying around that you can use for trading, if you put that into a trading account, you put that whole 400K at risk. Whereas here, you can get access to 400,000 in capital for $3,000, right? So if you pass this evaluation, let's say you're a good trader, you pass the evaluation, you get a 400,000 funded account. Very worst case, when you have that account, you blow the account and you lose that $3,000 that you paid to get it, and then you can just simply start again. So from that perspective, it's very, very attractive to reduce your risk when it comes to trading. And also, let's say you don't have $400,000, but you have $10 or $20 or $30 or $40,000 available for trading. Well, you can leverage that by purchasing an evaluation. So let's say you have $40,000 to trade with. Instead of putting that $40K into an account and putting it all at risk, you can just take $3,000 from that 40, purchase an account, hopefully pass it the first time. Obviously, you want to be prepared. You want to have done your homework. You want to have done this already before you buy the evaluation. So if you pass it on the first time, you've only spent $3,000, you get a 400K account, and you just have access to way more capital, which means you can scale up your trading journey much, much faster. So that is my review of Ment Funding at this point in time. And until anything changes, this is my favorite, personally, my favorite prop firm. I would recommend it to anyone who's interested in getting evaluations done and funded accounts. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Use the link down in the description below. It's my referral link for Ment Funding. Number one, I would really appreciate it if you do. But secondly, also that will allow me to pass through any discounts on funded challenges over to you.